right, so Duke in red, Cash in yellow here. Again, guys, Cash was our D4 winner. Also won through D5 as well. Cash a little bit confused. I think Cash had played a little bit last month and then came on this month. Didn't really know where he'd be at. Got some reps in and climbed the ranks very, very fast here. So Cash looking super strong this month. Again, well, totally mismatched in D5. Got kicked out of D5, but did win D4. Cash looking tough. It just depends on the length of the games, because a best of 7, if everyone played their games, that's 6 plus 5, 11, 15, 18. It's like 20 games. So, you know, if games are going 6-7 minutes, there wouldn't be time for that. So it just depends on how fast the games go. It's a lot of prelim games. Best of 7 or 17 round robin. All right, so Duke gonna try to slow things down a little bit here. Some sentry guns in the mix. Yeah, it was crazy at TwitchCon. They didn't have any. There wasn't any big booths for Red Alert 2. It was so weird. Like, no one was talking about Red Alert 2. Doesn't make any sense. I was like, the next up and coming biggest esport. Like, how is there not a booth here? I should have just had my own booth. Ooh. A little bit of missed tank control there. Duke actually had a fodder advantage. I feel like Duke actually maybe could have pulled that one out, but unfortunately comes out severely behind of that engagement here. Cash now ready to counter punch. Cash using the eagle nicely, but a few sentry guns in this group gonna make it tough. I should just set up a blitz booth, be like, yeah, Red Alert 2 blitz, and then just talk about it like everyone's doing it. Like, yeah, Ninja's been talking about it a lot. All the big streamers are playing blitz these days. Like, you don't know blitz? Oh, you're gonna love blitz. It's the next big thing. Yeah, it has 2D graphics. We lag quite a bit. Everyone's going to love it. It's not officially supported by the developer anymore, so there's no updates. It's kind of Lord of the Flies. Just a group of us online who are in charge. No one really knows. Ninja's still relevant. Of course, Ninja's still relevant. Alright, nice little back and forth here. Volley for volley. Gets in, grabs a sentry gun. Ooh, Cash now behind enemy lines here. This cliff has been the death of many armies. It gets you a little bit strung out and can swing things actually pretty quickly here. Duke, ooh, nice sentry gun. Nice sentry gun. So this is one thing that newer players struggle with a little bit. If you're going to lose all your tanks in this position, just pull them back and let the sentry gun do as much work as possible. Let him try to bait him to take a war factory. You want to save, you never want to lose all of your rhinos. When you're down to 3 or 4 left, just pull them way back. Throw a war factory, throw sentry guns, and just save those last 4 rhinos so that if he does blunder, dive on a building, you can get some shots with him. Because once you're down to 0 rhinos, it's much easier decision making for your opponent. Tesla Troopers out now for Duke, trying to hold the line. I didn't meet any big streamers, no. I mean, I went to some talks and stuff, but I didn't really know many of them. I don't really watch that many other streamers, realistically. But there was just like a bunch of presumably big streamers giving like talks and strategies about how to deal with toxic communities and how to deal with getting burnt out and stuff like that. Like, some days you're gonna get really tired, and that's okay. I was like, no, it's not. Trying to take RE to the moon, man. Conscript's now coming for Cash. This is a wacky one. This is like good old-fashioned. This is exactly what you want to see in D3. Tesla Troopers doing work. You love to see it. You love to see it. But it was pretty funny. They had like a big arena where they were playing like PUBG and Fortnite and stuff. Like big on the big Megatron. Everyone's like cheering and stuff. I was like, man, this is what Blitz deserves. This is where Red Alert 2 should be. Now the Desolator comes. That is the counter for the Tesla Trooper. Try to use the Eagle to snipe out. Oh, drones to counter the Desolators. Drones countering the Desolators. Tesla Troopers coming. Duke's still in this game. We'd have all you guys, all of our pro players up there, like, on the stage playing. Yeah, someday. Duke on 6... Oh, Duke on 6K. Man, Duke actually looking pretty comfortable here. I like that. All right, so now so Desolators to hold this front line, but and Duke switching over to the drones. That's a big brain move here. I'd like to see Duke push on the top side, throw his drones on the bottom side. He could throw all his drones to the bottom. He could push his tanks right down the left here and get some value. A handful of drones are nice to have because they can kind of protect your backside while you commit more to a forward push. Ooh, nice. Look at that from Cash. 3 tank split. Top side grabs that oil. Going to take a power plant with it. That's some decent value. Heading straight to Value Town. Can these 3 tanks also get a War Factory? Duke just a bit slow to respond here. And Duke's an interesting player because Duke's doing some things really, really well. And ultimately staying in this game very nicely. But, oh, not repairing the MCV. That's not the mistake you can afford to make. I would say, Duke, send it downfield, buddy. Now on a lot of his own radiation here. We are getting a little bit of lag again here. Seems like this must be CPU lag from Cash. I think Cash is the one lagging here. Four Lights in the house. Four Lights, you playing tomorrow? You're in D2, right? Four Lights, you can be out here tomorrow. Drones out. I'd like to see Duke. Yeah, Duke, time to go to work, buddy. You're out in MCV. You got to get down and at least take your opponent's MCV. But look at the Desolator and the drones. This whole army's going to pop very, very quickly. Still 3 War Factories left. And what an interesting scenario. What's the target here, guys? Try to do the equation for me. Probably the War Factories, but can he get them all? Oh, he's way up now. Never mind, never mind. I thought the drones were doing a little bit more work here. Should be able to click down that last War Factory. And Duke pulls out that game. And that was... that was a pretty wacky one, huh? That was a pretty wacky one. Wow, Duke does take that one home. Very, very nice. Yeah, PC lag. Interesting, interesting, interesting. And Java's like in Mongolia or China, so... Well, if it's PC lag... Who knows? Who knows? It's a bit of witchcraft around here. Alright, so the Cash gonna open the GIs here. Bigger potato. Alright, so Cash opening some GIs. Not many GIs, though. Oh, and the dog was camping the barracks. And Cash has a dog camping the barracks. Oh, the GI rush. So this GI rush is gonna end this game, but... I mean... Java, had Java had that scouted, Java probably could have held there. It was a bit annoying that the barracks got camped, but that was only 8 GIs, so a couple sentry guns actually would have held out there, and actually still holds, but does lose the War Factory, so now he's just gonna be way behind here. So drones now from Java to try to slow things down now. Oh, an Engineer IFV. Look at that. It's a big move. If you guys ever catch yourself playing Allied against some drones, don't forget about the Repair IFV. Repair IFV will evict those drones. You actually want to have 2 Repair IFVs, though, so that they can evict drones from each other. Then you can actually run them into the enemy drones, bait the drones, come back, evict the drones. It's this whole thing. Now what do we need? Now what do we need? Maybe an AFC and a sniper? Java in trouble here. The question is, how exactly does Cash go about methodically stomping him out? Obviously, Cash coming off a loss. Oh, does lose that in Engineer IFV. So without the Engineer IFV, Java's going to try to push with these drones here. GIs are a good support as well with an army. Try to help protect them from drones. Cash, yeah, now at this point against a Soviet player like this, look how tight his base is. So juicy to, ooh, look at that little bait and switch. Oh, does eat a couple drones. Ooh, not clicking down either. There we go. Ooh, he's still droned. He's gonna keep getting, he's not. Okay, there we go. So in this position, yeah, the allied player, you grab an AFC, you get 5 eagles, you start going to work on these oils, you're going to get massive chain reactions. That's looking pretty juicy to me. Against a turtling player like this, that is always the nice counter. The oils, target those oils with whatever you can. In this case, preferably 5 eagles, I think would be a good way to do it. Java's got a macro going. Java on 3 war factories here. Could Java keep himself in this game? Java's a good player, been playing Blitz for a long time. See what he can come up with here. Obviously a very, very tough opening. Coming back from that is tricky. But if Cash doesn't go AFC, Java could certainly get himself back in this game. But the AFC 5 eagles, that is the way to change things right now. Not sure what these IFVs are doing. Yeah, the AFC is going 4 war factories, though Java puts himself broke. 4 war factories, does not have even close to the oils for it. 5 oils not going to work here. Java pretty broke. Also trying to pump fodder and sentry guns, flat cannon. And so the IFVs are not the move. So IFVs, obviously anti-air units. You can do other stuff with them. Yeah, so you can put other, but generally speaking here, Grizzlies would be better. Well, Grizzlies would be better, yeah. IFVs as fodder. Yeah, I don't know. IFVs as fodder. New meta? Meta redefining tactics? We shall see. We shall see. Alright. Okay, so Java gets in on the top side with some tanks. Trying to get a little bit of value. Gonna get cleaned up by these IFVs. Too many IFVs in this group. Oh my god, the Rhinos are gonna win. IFVs are so bad. Oh my god, oh my god, Java. Wait, what? I forget. When I see a group of Rhinos go at a group of IFVs, I forget how that even works. Oh my god, Java won that game. Wait, what? I spaced out for a second. And yeah, lesson there was build an AFC. Right, so Wheels. Now, what we've seen from Wheels today, Barracks War Factory off the bottom. Looks like we're going to see it again. And the GI push. Getting value out of those GIs is absolutely critical, obviously, for the allied player on this map and any map for that matter. Going to bring out an Eagle as well here. So Zap should know what Wheels is going to do here. Does need to deploy the GIs, okay, nice. The push up this hill is scary. So Zap tried to put a sentry gun there. I don't think there's any reason. I think you put the sentry guns up on the hill, make the GIs push uphill. Obviously pushing up elevation. The higher elevation unit or structure is going to have an increased range. And now in this position, loop around. This opening's massive for a reason. Now putting a push in right into all the sentry guns, don't love it. Don't love it, don't hate it. Probably still get some value. Maybe take out the sentry guns, but you're not going to get offensive value beyond that. You know, so it's kind of like that position. Maybe it's like, they built a bunch of sentry guns, you destroyed them. You are exchanging value in some ways, but ultimately as the allied player, you can't just exchange value because the Rhinos are going to come counterpunch your face off. So you do have to get some offensive value. So my goal is to not destroy sentry guns when I'm GI rushing. My goal is to bait and switch. So from there, skirt all the way around to the side, make Zap go broke, spamming sentry guns, which Zap is broke right now. But unfortunately, I think this is enough Rhinos to cause some very serious issues here for Wheels, who also is unfortunately broke. And now Wheels is hooked on the GI drug, right? Now he's having to pump GIs to try to play defensive. It's a lot of GIs. But as I say that, Wheels' economy's caught up with him here. Zap struggling just a little bit. But Wheels has to be careful. Wheels can't really afford to leave this backside open. These Rhinos are going to hit and run the MCV the first chance they get. So this is actually viable right now for Wheels to backdoor this MCV. Leave the GIs to defend. Try to kind of trick Zap into a base trade. Obviously, Zap does not want a base trade in this position because Zap is way ahead right now. We'll see, though. We'll see if Wheels can hold this and get 5 Eagles in the air. Oh, now I'm losing that Eagle pad's unfortunate. Like I said, guys, that Eagle pad lets you get 5 Eagles on 1 AFC, which is obviously the magical number. Start sniping oils. Try to keep Zap broke. Wheels now going broke. Wheels bringing out Rocketeers. Rocketeers are tricky in this position, guys. Rocketeers are so weak and so expensive. You need it's tough. The Rocketeers are tough. I think money probably better spent on Eagles. Get the demo out. Get the demo out. Get the Deso out. Maybe both, Duke. Maybe both. The Eagles are normal loading time. Yeah, they are. It seems like they're loading up quick though, huh? But no, I mean I've never modded the Eagles. As far as I know, maybe Berg put an Easter egg in. Maybe in a year from now, Berg will be like, haha, no one even noticed. I buffed the Eagles without telling anyone. Rhino's going right past those GIs. That's what you want to do against a GI defense. Just drive right past them. Just cruise through, clicking down some tanks. And Wheels actually doing a decent job holding this position. And Zap cannot afford to dive on the MCV. Oh, would like to see another pillbox here. Wheels with plenty of money for it, not spamming the pillbox at the speed he would need to be doing in this position, but gonna hold this nonetheless, thanks to those GIs. Wow, and a very nice hold. But what's on the back end? God, both players. Zap on 10K. I don't think Zap's building tanks. Keep an eye on the war factories. Okay, I think Zap's war factories might have gone AFK there for a minute. Can't blame these guys, they're a bit distracted. So Wheels, 7K. What do you do in this position? I would go double AFC. I'd go 8 Eagles, and I'd try to get some value as quickly as possible. Rocketeers on the top side, Flak Tracks coming to counter. You got these GIs, you're holding this backside nicely. You got 2 elite GIs. Plant these guys right here. Maybe go offensive. Zap's refusing to build a Desolator. He's not going radar. He's just too busy right now. And that really opens up some opportunities for these GIs. These GIs could actually push down here and try to get something done. 2 Eagles out now. Going to pick on some Rhinos. Does snipe one out, which is nice. And now the Rhinos pushing uphill and into the GIs, into the Prism Tower. Not going to work. So now Wheels got to be feeling pretty comfortable in this position as he switches over to Battle Lab. Wow, very, very nice. Switches over to the Battle Lab. Yep, forgetting to build, guys. Any of you guys who struggle with trying to keep your tanks queued up, I mean, obviously it happens to even top-level players sometimes, but a big thing is the auto-clicker, guys. Make sure you, Sneer made us an auto-clicker, a Red Alert 2 specific auto-clicker. You click one key, it clicks 10 times for you. I really, really recommend using it. I have it posted in my Discord. You can find that link at redalert2.com. And then I have a little video explaining how to set it up. It's free, it's easy to use, and the auto clicker, highly, highly recommend the auto clicker. Gotta have it. Gotta have the auto clicker. In Blitz especially because of how fast the units build. You'll just spend the whole game queuing up Rhinos if you don't. 5 Eagles out now, that's the magic number. Gonna grab an oil chain reaction. Nope, very nice a conscious build there from Zap. Zap sent some Desolators down the middle here. Interesting, sending these Desolators down the middle, and these snipers won't be able to shoot through this wall. Ooh, but look at the range on those Prism Towers. Kirov out now for Zap. Zap is dead broke. Kirovs are coming and these Mirages are out, and what a wacky game. This has gone a couple different ways now. And the Eagles are in the sky, guys. Wheels on 8 Eagles. Oh, and Zap doesn't move the MCV. Zap doesn't move the MCV. For you other lower division players, when the MCV is about to get hit by Eagles, you move. You unpack the MCV and move it, and that will make the Eagles miss 99 out of 100 times, pretty much, if you do it right. So that Kirov goes down, but forces the sell on the MCV. Another Kirov coming, and Zap has quite a few Rhinos behind now, and this Kirov's gonna, the Kirov is gonna go down, and Duke just Wheels holding that front line. He's got the Mirages, he's got the Prism Towers, and now the GIs join the party, and so Zap drives right past it, and the Kirov's still going. That oil's gonna get a massive chain reaction. The Eagle's getting value on the backside, but it's not gonna matter. Wheels losing so much in that attack, and a very well orchestrated attack from Zap. Wheels got down, grabbed the MCV, didn't matter. Zap split off his Kirovs, got value with the Kirovs, got value with the Rhinos. Very, very, very nice attack. Let's do a quick head count here, but Zap, oh, the Paradrop on the top side doing work. Now Rocketeers going top side to do some more work, and Wheels has to send it downfield with a reckless counter punch right now. There is no MCV here. These GIs, the GIs are going to be everything right now. Oh, that elite flak track up on the hill, shooting down on those GIs. This zone is really tricky, guys. Right here and right here, when you get your units kind of coming up the edge of a cliff, it's really unfortunate. They get strung out, and they can take a lot of hits. Iron Curtain now used. Iron Curtain a bit early here, gonna dive. Wheels not repairing that War Factory. Wheels not repairing the War Factory. Wheels, that's your last War Factory. When you have, oh my god, there's still one Rhino. That one Rhino is going to get it. Oh, that's painful. When you have one War Factory left, I definitely recommend repairing it, especially when you're on 16k. Of course, it's easier said than done. Wheels has a lot to manage right now as he makes a reckless push with his last group of tanks. He also has a batch of Rockies. There's no anti-air in this group. Is he low power? Oh, he's not low power. He needs to target the power plant. Target the power plant. If he targets the power plant, he will go low. Oh, he has a nuclear reactor. No, there's a nuclear reactor. It won't matter. The nuclear reactor is keeping him low power. Now he's out of range of the flat cannon, though. Oh my god. There's elite GIs, elite Mirage tanks as the 2-minute warning comes out. And Wheels. Oh my god. Zap, and Wheels pulls this one out. The Paradrop comes in. The Grizzlies, the Mirages. Oh my god, what a banger, boys. You love to see it. You love to see it. Oh, that's a good one. That's a fun one. Duke versus Gator now, guys. The winner of this is going on to the championship. Now, in their prelim match, Duke beat Gator, is that right? Or Duke lost to Gator. So Gator did beat Duke in their prelim match here. So a little bit of a grudge match here. That was a pretty close one too. So we shall see here. Winner of this again going on to play Java in the championship best of 3 for all the marbles here in the Division 3. But big shout out to all the players today. Lots of good games. Thanks to all you guys coming out. Thanks for all you guys hanging out. Some good action. Again, still rolling on. You guys know how it goes around here. Division 2 tomorrow, same time. Then we got to get some semi-pro action going as well. Got to get the big names in here. Get those guys working for their salaries. Tomorrow, Marco vs. Legend, though, and some traditional Yuri's Revenge on this channel before the tournament. So kicking off like 12:30 p.m. CST, hour and a half before the tournament. Marco vs. Legend, regular Yuri's Revenge, making them play all the different factions. Get to see Legend's Yuri, get to see Marco's Allied. Should be fun. Duke being a bit aggressive here. Doesn't quite have the tanks for this. Does need to pull back and regroup now. As Gator really trying to slow things down. 2 forward bunkers. Very interesting. Nice snipe. Goes for the smoking Rhino and does get it. Commander, yo, yo, yo. Okay, so now, interesting. So Gator, we've seen Gator. Gator really likes this middle ridge. He's got down and got some MCV snipes using it before. He likes hanging out up there. Conscripts now. Conscripts on that top ridge. This is the final. This is the play-in game. Winner of this goes on to the championship. Can we get a Zed versus Artie? I feel like every month we got to start off the month Zed versus Artie. Zed versus Artie. Get our classic grudge match. Our monthly grudge match. Zed versus Artie. Conscripts go on the top side. Look at these bunkers. These guys are massing bunkers right now. But Gator getting value on the bottom side. And Duke pulls his tanks out of position. Wait, did Duke not see this coming? Gator just took out the oil. He had to have gotten the notification his base was under attack. Grabs the MCV, grabs the radar. Gator. Wow. And now Gator should be very comfortable pulling back here. Duke really has to pump what he's got and send it downfield. Losing MCV here at the 2.5-minute mark. Very, very tough. Gonna pump through, pushing through the defensive structures now and up. And now Gator's gonna give up his MCV. What do these D3 guys know that I don't know? Here I am thinking you're supposed to defend your MCV, and these guys are just reinventing the meta. Reinventing the meta here, and Duke is out tanking here nicely, and Duke on 2 war factories. Oh, but he dives on the war factory. He can get it though. He can get that. Oh, the engineer's out. Oh, the engineer could have repaired the war factory. I always forget about that mechanic. But yeah, an engineer can repair a war factory, but now the counter punch comes back. I swear Duke was just way ahead. Oh, it was that bunker was melting tanks. Wow, and now the counter punch goes back again, and this one is an absolute tug of war. It's going this way, it's going that way. I don't know anymore. Both play, Gator doesn't have a war factory though. Gator without the war factory, it's up to the conscripts and the engineers. Engineers, you don't need the engineers here. You're thinking, Ivor, is this the beekeeping mod where the engineers have angry bees in their briefcase? It is not. Those engineers can't do anything. And so now Duke on 2 war factories. You got to think he's going to bring this one home. But what an interesting back and forth. If you looked at screenshots of that game, it would have been very difficult to know who was going to come out on top there. But yeah, Duke and Gator. It's going to Duke, and he's going to be Duke's going to be in the championship here. Down to your barracks, and now still building the engineers. He's going to go for the Yuri Prime. I like it. Gator smoking it to the filter, trying everything he can. The Desolator's out now. the Desolator gets sniped, though. The Yuri Prime could swing things, guys. Who knows? Bunker goes down. Now he's just going to dive. Yeah, you can just throw these. Oh, and doesn't even get the Yuri Prime out. So no Yuri Prime. Gator calls GG, and Duke going to the championship. Wow, wow, wow. Okay. That was a weird one. All right.